friends and family. My name is Nurse Peggy, and I'm very, very happy to meet you. I'm the nurse that will be here every day in the health office for you. My job is to care for you if you're sick, injured, or need any kind of medications. For my friends just starting school, I want to talk to you about healthy habits. You may want to start practicing some of these things over the summer. Number 1, get a good night's sleep. Mom and Dad, if you can help by taking the electronics away from your kids about an hour before bedtime, this helps to quiet little minds so they can rest better. Did you know that you actually grow when you're sleeping? Number 2, feed your brain. Yep, that's right. You can't drive a car without gas, right? If you don't eat breakfast, you feel really tired and not so interested in things. And Davis is such an amazing place where fun and learning happens everywhere. I wouldn't want you to miss one single minute of the fun. Make sure you bring your water bottles to school too. Every day, fill it up. We have fancy water fountains that you can refill them at, and that'll help to keep you really hydrated. Continue to practice good hand washing. We've been doing that now for a long time, wearing our masks, things like that. But I want you to continue to practice washing your hands. Put them under the water, get them wet, put the soap on while you're washing with the soap. Sing the ABCs. That'll tell you by the end of the song that you've been washing your hands for enough time to get all the germs off. Then rinse them off really good. Make sure you scrub like this so you get the under your nails clean too. And that's another thing. Try to keep your nails nice and clean because the dirt under your nails, there's lots of germies in there. And one last thing, now that you're kindergartners, I want you to practice not digging for those boogies, okay? Alrighty, a couple more things here. Practice making healthy choices for your snacks. Fruits and vegetables, nuts, they're great and they help you to boost your immune system. Anything that crunches makes your brain kind of pop and wake up a little bit. So just think about that when the next time you go and reach for a snack. Lastly, for healthy habits, I want you to practice brushing your teeth. Do that in the morning after breakfast, at least twice a day, and every evening before you go to bed. And most importantly, it's every evening before you go to bed because those germs will hang on to your teeth all night long, and we don't want that to happen. We want you to have the best oral hygiene that you can have. Part of my job also is to monitor the health compliance of all the students here at Davis. Parents, you may hear from me from time to time if the paperwork for kindergarten isn't in place, and that would have to do with the physicals, the immunizations, dental, or vision forms. There's also a health survey that you fill out, and it gives me all the different informations if your child will need medication at school or if they have allergies, if they wear glasses. There's a number of questions on there. When I look at those, I may be giving you a call just to clarify things as well. I want to be as ready for your kids to come to school and keep them safe as I can. If your kid should sustain an injury away from school, which happens all the time because kids are prone to injuries, we all know that, please make sure that you let me know what happened, and if there's any restrictions, I need to have that written out by their physician. So I'll need a note for restrictions during the first part of their injury, and then I'll also need a note clearing them so I know all restrictions are lifted and they're able to go back to PE. Dressing for the weather is also an important thing. When it's really warm out, make sure that they wear comfortable clothes, and you might want to think of gym shoes versus sandals for when they're running around. In the winter, make sure that they have hats and gloves and heavy coats on because we do send the kids out for in the winter when it's cold for them to play. One other thing you may want to think about is sending an extra pair of undies and an extra pair of bottoms for the kindergartners. We all know kids love to play, and it's really hard to stop and get them to go to the bathroom when they need to, and sometimes by the time they need to go, oops, they've already gone. So that way we'll have some extra clothes here at school to help them along if they should have an accident. When your child comes to the office and they're ill, I'll do my full assessment on them and check them out and see how they're doing. Then I'll give you a call for you to come and pick them up. The kids will wait in the health office with me for you, until you arrive. And at that time, I hope that you can be as prompt as possible in picking up your child. That would be very helpful. Some of the things that you should keep in mind when you keep your child home from school: if they have a temperature of 100 degrees or more, if they have a very persistent cough, if it's productive, if they have thick drainage, a lot of runny nose and thick drainage. And keep in mind that they'll be wearing masks most probably when they come back to school in the fall. So that just kind of complicates things with a runny nose. If they have sore eyes, if they're pink or red or scratchy, or if there's any drainage or crust in their eyes, that should be checked out. Or any unexplained rash, you should be able to, get that checked out. And if they have any kind of vomiting or diarrhea. Now, also, if they have vomited, if they have diarrhea, or if they have a temperature, they have to be free from that happening for at least 24 hours without medication before they can come back to school. Sometimes kids are sent back to school a little bit too early. Then I will be calling you to come and pick up the kids to give them that extra time they need to get well. Now, if the kids have a bacterial infection, such as like pink eye or a strep throat, they need to be on antibiotics for a full 24 hours prior to coming back. If your child is going to be out of school for 5 days or longer, I'm going to need a doctor's note for them to return safely to school. Well, I think for the most part, that's about it. I'm available to talk to you anytime. Please call the health office if you have any questions. And I want to say that I'm excited to meet you in the fall. Have a great summer. Get out there and have fun and run and jump and skip and swim and ride your bikes and just have lots and lots of fun. Don't forget the suntan lotion. Bye. See you in the fall.